Okay, we're live and we're good. No dropped frames like yesterday. Oh my gosh, that was so annoying. Where the hell am I? I haven't played this game in a little bit. No! Shit. I don't give a fuck about them. Hey, you dare look at me like that. Bum ass loser. Alright. Holy shit, I just left like a war zone to future me. Where am I on the map? Okay, I just don't have any of this place locked in. Ooh, I should... Alright, I'm gonna start doing the doors because they're kind of a pain. And I should get those done, right? Ooh, another door. What the hell is this? Where's the thing? I need these. Nice. Tornadoes? What the fuck? I know there's tornadoes in this. Lift me up. Alright, I mean, that works. I'm gonna just circle in here. Where do I get out of this place? That wasn't my fault. I take no blame for that. What's with the tornadoes, dude? Take no blame. It's not my fault. It's a honey. Alright, let me get back to dirt. Alright. Let's get back home. Oh, hey, there's Glorbo over there. Rock slime? Wait, I think rock slimes even spawn over here? Oh. There's another door we could do. How do I get over there? How do I get over there? Not my fault. Not my problem. Am I just like lost? Yeah, I'm lost. I'm an idiot. I have to go this way. Oop. Okay. Yeah, I'm going the right way. I feel like we can get just one of those things real fast if I just feed one of these. The floor. I need to open that door. Oh, there's one right here. We're gonna drop. I don't care about that. There we go. Good inventory management there. Come on. Shouldn't these things be dying in the water? Whatever. It's not my problem. Move the fuck out of my way, dude. Go to the car. What's over here? Oh wait, there's a thingamajig. Nice. Wow, that was worse than useless. I can't go up there. Am I going the right way? I think I am. I could go over on top. That might actually be faster. Eh, it might be. Come on, dude. This jetpack sucks. Alright, wait. I can make it. Okay. Okay. Up here. Gotta wait for the energy to recharge. What are you doing? Are you telling me you can't jump over that ledge? Are you telling me this person can't jump over a damn ledge? Alright. More radiant ore. Need that. There we go. More beeswax. That's it. It's kind of frugal of you. Beehive. What the hell's the thing for that? I don't even know. I'm thinking. Alright, so I'm. Where the hell am I? Oh, no. I'm good. I'm thinking about doing paper mache for my next art stream, and I'm having trouble with, like, well, I don't want to dox myself, that's the first thing. Newspapers are kind of hard to get that aren't, like, area specific, right? So, getting ones that don't say, this person lives here, 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 it's a little difficult. I have to work on that. Where's the door? I don't know. Over here. So that's the first hurdle, and then you do it over a balloon, right? But I want it to be like spherical, because I'm gonna make slimes. That's like the idea, at least. So I guess I'll have to like half pump up the balloons. I don't know. It'll be an ordeal. Where the hell is this door? Maybe it's over by where this guy used to be? Yeah, I think so. Tabby. Okay. Easy peasy, actually. I'm laughing. It's the easiest thing they've ever asked me to do. Oh, shit. No. No, we're good. I got a message. Alright. Those things are making me mad money. I gotta chuck all this into the fabricator, right? Or refinery. I just brain farted there. Put all these guys in. Easy. What do I have that I can make? Not that, not that. Oh, I'm almost up to that. I just need to get some prime 40 oil, some boom pings. Okay. Tabby, pretty easy. Quartz. Not horrible. Not too bad. Let's get to feeding these gluttons. What's the most efficient thing to even burn in this? I don't know. guys are gonna need quite a bit of trimming. There we go. That's good. I'm gonna definitely have some elderly roosters, at least one, yeah. I'll pick up the food in a minute. But, ooh, that's a lot. Nice. Waiting for that food to drop. Those plorts to drop. What's the economy looking like today? Okay, those are going down. That's going down. That went down a lot. That's going down a lot. It looks like all the things that I am making are not making me money. At least not a lot of it. But I'm about to get massive moolah from this. Just throw these guys in here. I think. What should I burn? I don't know, I'm gonna grab an inventory of random. Ooh, let me get one tabby thing, just to make this efficient. Bit of a fast trip. Go over here. And over here. Grab these. That it? Alright. It's in here. Literally nothing. I mean, I guess it's kinda useful, but still. Tank liner? Oh, I didn't even see this. Okay. I mean, it's not horrible. I could sell all these. Get these, what did these? I think unlocking a lot of doors today will be a good use of my time. Maybe pop that guy. Unlock that door, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. There's a ton of doors in the other island. So maybe that. That looks good. Throw this in the refinery. Grab all the quartz I can. There we go. Jeez, I'm gonna make bank once I sell all these. I wish you could buy an auto seller too, just for like $1,000 dues. Just so I wouldn't have to talk to the rabble any longer. There we go. Is there a way to make my... I'm pretty sure there is. I can upgrade to buy more storage. Let me see. Oh, watch this. From downtown? Alright, I missed half. But hey, that's a 50% accuracy. I hit 50%. Oh, hey! Oh no, that's dying. Alright, that's not horrible. Tank booster, I just need tabby plorts. Easy peasy. Holy shit, that's so many upgrades. What's that? If it adds 10 each time, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 by the end of it? Oh my gosh. What do you need 80 of? I better add like extra slots too. Because why would I need 80 of 4 things? Make any sense. There you go. Can this guy like upgrade yet? Like that. Dumbass. Alright, we're good. How much is this right now? It's pretty expensive. Nice. Ow. Don't hit your head on the way in. There we go. And buy the tank. Yay. Yeah, only peasants couldn't afford this. Alright, that's not that bad. I can get angler plorts. And storage cell, I even have that. Don't have a jump jet cell yet. Do have a power cell, just need some booze. Yeah, I can get a ton of this. Need wild honey, which also isn't that bad to make. Alright. Is there... What else can I be making? These, useful marker to call attention to any nearby hive resources. That's a thing, med pack. Rapidly drains energy to restore health. I don't really see why I would need that. Decorations. Don't want any teleport. Don't like travel. Allows you to remotely dispose. That's actually pretty useful. Slime science allows 2 cents. Link cannon. Transport items across distances. Okay. That's also not that bad. Wild honey. Baddie plorts. Alright, not horrible. So let me get 10 more. Ooh, lightning. It's actually a very neat detail that it's like hazy through the thing. Whoa, I got up to 30. So I actually forgot what I just upgraded. This is too much, bud. Run away. Hey, you wanna go in the fire so bad? You can go in the fire. Jeez. These guys make too much. Alright. That's a lot. Genuinely, this isn't that worth, so I'll sell all of these cotton plorts, and then I'll just dump all of this and then the rest of the cotton plorts into the refinery, because it's not making that much money right now. There we go. One more check. What do I need for this? Radiant ore and angler plorts. Okay, it's doable. Just need primordial, whatever. Easy peasy. Boom plorts. Alright, so primordial oil and boom plorts are all in this island. So I'll just go over there. Easy peasy. Nice. Let me grab. Holy shit, there's a lot of you. too much of you. That's probably fine. To repopulate. Send these guys. And then the rest, thank you. There we go. That being eaten up. Quartz collector. So I don't even have to grab it. Nice. Good enough. I'm going off on an adventure. The teleporters in the first game were kind of nice because you didn't even have to buy them, or like, at least when they were just adding all the tech stuff, you didn't have to like buy them or anything. You had to like unlock them, sort of. I don't remember the exact process. I think you would throw plorts into. Ooh, wait. Think I can make it? I think I can make it. Look at that. I could totally make this. Easy peasy. It's not even close, dude. It's just that good. What's over here? Oh, have I been here before? I don't remember. Alright. Did I do something here? Oh, wait, I popped someone here, didn't I? I don't remember. It was so long ago. It was ages ago when I did this. Alright, so I'm looking for oil and boom plorts, which should be pretty easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, just for the bat. Largo. Ooh, angler plorts would also be nice. I don't know, why is there an angler guy in here? There's a area with anglers. Come on. I was a little greedy. I would have looked really stupid if I jumped up too early for the energy. Where do I go from here? I don't remember. Oh wait, there's one of the raccoon guys. Oh, the oil. I need that. More oil. I need that. Nice. My voice went really deep for some reason. It's normally pretty shmeep. Oh my god. It's so embarrassing. So when I don't speak for a while, my voice goes like super down. So I don't know what like tone I should be saying something at. And it's very annoying when I was like much younger and going through puberty, and I would just say something in class like, yeah, it's this. And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, they're gonna think I'm playing it up for the crowd. Oh, hey, I can get up here now. It was not fun. What is it? Eats veggies. I have veggies, dude. Ooh, radiant ore. Nice. More radiant ore. Nice. Now this would be a great time to have one of those refinery things where you can just like chuck stuff in and leave it alone. I don't have any veggies, man. Stop shaking me down for them. Where do I go from here? Over here. Yes. Is that the water down there? That is. Jesus. Alright. Not too bad, I guess. Is that it? I guess that's it. I'm not gonna help him. Oh, hey, I can make it on the other path, too. I think so, at least. Yeah, this is where the boom guys are. Okay, I'm gonna drop this. I don't really care about this right now. I need 10 of these. That's a boom guy. Gotta go. I don't really have anything to fight that tar, so I guess he's just gonna eat whatever he wants. Oh, hey. Oh, no, that's lava dust. Not primordial oil. Keep on saying ease. Just not. Go on, pop. Really? You guys eat meat? I don't have any meat, dude. I guess I can kill those tar slimes so I can get the meat. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just grab chickens. Oh my god. There's a lot of you guys. I guess they'll starve without, like, any food, right? I don't really know. Come on. That's it. Kind of stingy. Nice. I don't really care about bloom slimes. That's lava. I'm gonna pick up my jello on the way out since I'm probably not gonna come back here. Cheese. Alright, that's a lot of you. Okay. Let's leave. They seem like they have that handled. Now we can go through the dangerous area. I'm gonna make it over there too. Look at that. Making mad progress. No, fuck off. Why don't we have a game theory on how durable the slime rancher is? It's like, damn. Fuck. Not cool. Alright, I can just stay here for a little bit. God damn it. Language. I'll ease up on the curse words, but not cool having the lava surf here. I mean, it doesn't even do that much damage. Gray warp. Alright. Everything's over here. Or, right? Yeah. Nice. Poor chickens in this game. Their whole life is just being spawned so these slimes can eat. Poor guys. Slime forward. No. Okay. Ooh, big slime Largo. I hate the medium Largo. They're kind of annoying to feed. map thingy around here. That'd be lovely. Nice. 2 more. Nice. 1 more. Nice. Alright, now I just get to explore. Yep. I have all the stuff that I need for 2 different upgrades. So I just get to explore now. What are you? Oh, briar ends? Or odd onions? Lightning strikes. There's no unique slimes over here? It's kind of disappointing. More radiant ore. I was expecting, like, the vine slime at least to be here. Maybe... I don't even know. Something neat. There's nothing cool over here. That's gonna be a lightning strike. Oh, the tar eating them. Can I, like, hardcore up here and go over? That'd be pretty cool. No. I wasn't paying attention to my energy. Kind of silly that lava doesn't beat them, right? It's like, how are you supposed to ward them off in these, like, fiery areas? I don't know. I'm not a game designer. Nothing. Just money. This is the only way to go. Ooh. What's this? There we go. Why would they make that be struck by lightning? The hell is this stuff? Lightning motes? Storm. Okay. Neat. There's a lot of crap over here, right? Is that it? Where else do I go? Oh, there's a thing. Not really much interesting. Poor chicken. What is that? Lightning never strikes the same place twice, my ass. Storm glass in the sky weds the earth. Okay. What do I grab? Take the molt, even though I'm assuming that's rare. More rare. Rare. I'll take the motes because there's more of them. Get over here. Oh, hey, I didn't see that cave. Is this a cave? Looks like a cave. Oh, nope. It's not a cave. Just ran headfirst into lava for no reason. Anything over here? That's where we originally came from, right? Was there a lightning slime? Okay, not that much, but rare. I want there to be a lightning slime. Was there a lightning slime in the original game? I don't think so. Look, slime! I don't have anything to feed you. This sucks, dude. Get out of here, Luck Slime. I don't even wanna look at you. You disgust me. Every time, man. Every time I got none. They appear. Tall Magma Club. Pump. I don't know how to read. Nothing neat. Yeah, this is a different spot. Okay. I'm gonna be very lost once I'm done exploring. No. Oh, more moats. Potted plant. Okay. It's a W. This lightning's cheating, dude. It's just reading where I'm gonna be. Freckled hair. What's slime? Whoa, that thing's cool. It's like Saturn. There it is. That chicken was gonna die. Oh my gosh. Okay. This place is neat. More ruins. There's almost definitely lore in this game that I'm just not reading. Do we climb up it? Something over here? Oh, God. That was scary. Do I climb to the top of this? I think so, maybe. That can just kill itself. Okay. Maybe up here and then there. That's the best I can do. Maybe I should go home instead of risking it at all on climbing this weird tower. I think that's the best option, because I don't know if I have a strong enough jetpack to even get up there. Why don't I just go home? I think that's a smart idea. Go up there, maybe? Energy takes a while to recharge in this game. Especially when you just sit still and look at it. A watched pot never boils, but like, it's a little slow. Okay. I'm not reading that. Oh, hey, the map thing. I was looking for that. Pew. There's radiant ore over there. Anything cool over here? Not really. Crack. Nothing. Just money. And then, what's over here? Ooh, la. Me likey. Oh. Well, I guess that spoils it a little. Finding the other entrance to the... I feel like this should be locked off. That was kind of major spoilers, man. Oh, that thing. Okay. I was confused why that blocked me off for so long. I mean, I know I need the jetpack, but I kind of forgot why. I'll go this way. What the hell? Hey man, what's up? It scared the bejesus out of me. I did not know I had those audio notifications on. How's it going? Thanks for aiding me. Where do I go from here? Oh, over here. How's it going, guys? Just playing some Slime Rancher. Holy crap, my heart is racing because the notification for a raid is like ear-screechingly loud. They scare me every time. That's very nice of you. Thank you so much. Alright, I'm not doing that much, though. I'm just doing a little bit of exploring. I'm planning on doing... So, I do a little bit of games, a little bit of art. Not as much of art recently, because I've just been jumping around game to game. But I'm planning on actually, someday this week, doing paper mache of some of the slimes in Slime Rancher. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've never actually done paper mache, so hopefully it turns out well. I don't know. But I gotta get newspapers that don't show, like, my legal address. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of hard to find a newspaper that doesn't say, like, oh, this is the local town's newspaper. Do I go this way? I remember. Oh, I've never seen this place. So that's gonna be a little bit annoying. Maybe I'll have to, like, white it out with paint. Made a crochet. Oh, that's so cute. I've wanted to learn crochet for a little bit, but I am not that patient. And I don't know how, like, the little knots work, right? Or, are they knots? I don't know what you would call them. But, like, my brain just doesn't work with the knitting sort of crowd. I've done, like, a little bit, but the most I can get is, like, an orb, maybe, or I can do a ball, and then I don't know how to close the ball, so it's kind of just a waste. But learning crochet would be fun. I don't know, I'm trying to do a bunch of different types of art on the channel, even stuff that I've never tried before. So that could be neat. Wait, let me look at what channel you are running here, because I don't want to, like, I got, knit, oh, hey there, kind of knit, and such a time chose so hard, I'm just going to show you, oh, that'd be so nice, thank you so much, mostly games, okay, I'm like moving into the gaming crowd, unfortunately, like, I want to do art, but it's a lot of, like, learning on camera, which is kind of not something a lot of people want to see. Like, sometimes it's fun to, like, see someone learn a new skill, but it's a little of a hard thing to live up to, because if you're not, like, making a ton of progress, it's kind of boring. But games are fun. Games are fun because I just don't have to do a lot of skill-based stuff, because I'm alright at most games. And stuff like Slime Rancher, you don't really need to be super skilled. No game or when I'm playing Slime Rancher. Oh shit. No, I do have the net. Alright, one of these is going in the... These guys are going in the ocean. Stop eating my fucking crops. Sorry, I don't know how much I should swear on Twitch. It's always a little bit of a stressful thing, because do I just go the whole, oh, frick this, bro, avenue, or do I... It's hard with my setup, yeah. It's just easy to, like, turn on and do something on stream instead of... Because doing a whole art stream is very, like, oh shit, what is... I don't know about cursing on this, but, I've painted a couple times, and the different setup. I painted too, actually. I made, I'll pick up those later. I made my profile picture on stream, or during a stream. It's not the greatest painted thing, but it's been a while since I've done acrylics. So that was pretty fun turnout. That was, like, one of my first streams. I should probably... I don't know. Do another painting thing. It's hard to say because I've done a lot of traditional art recently. I did a whole stream drawing one of the most annoying bosses ever in. Okay, that's good. I don't want to mess up anything that you're doing if you happen to be a not so sweary streamer. One of the most annoying bosses ever in Night Rain I drew, which was fun for a little bit, but it's kind of hard. I'm not an artist, so it's kind of hard to make that much interesting. Also kind of slow, but I'm slow at drawing, but that's a lot of complaining. Sorry, a lot. Bad revenue, something happens. Alright. They are a learning curve. It's such a I had it going really great, and then I put green in. I don't know if you can see it, but right where like the orange patches, I had to cover all that up. The goat. I hate the Madness goat so much. It was hell fighting this thing. Like, oh, I do the little laser beam attack, and then you have to break the orbs, or you have to break the like sigils in the sky or whatever. It's so annoying. Oh, I'm not playing a ranged character. I guess he gets the buff anyways. I don't know. It's just, I couldn't beat him on stream. Kind of pissed me off. We're good. I feel like these don't grow when I'm not here in the base. But I think the drawing came out kind of well. I did, other than just like traditional art, I did one of my streams that I really enjoyed that was like very early on when I was streaming. I did origami. That was a lot of fun. Just like going online being like, oh, origami steps, and then talking my way through it. That was a very fun stream. Elderly. Oh, they go in different. Oh, elderly. I didn't know hands could get elderly in this game. Alright. But the origami was fun. I didn't really. What am I trying to say here? I get like caught up in what I want to say, and I forget what I'm going to. The origami stream was fun. It was a lot of like, just kind of turn your brain off and start folding paper. Though I didn't really have origami paper because they sell like sheets of square paper for origami, right? And I didn't have any of that, so I just cut normal like printer paper into squares, which didn't work so well. It was like every single one was uneven, and you can't really. Well, affect this. Yeah, like, alright, so if you don't have origami paper, you have to cut it into like squares, but if you never can tell, like I could pull out a ruler, I guess, but like perfect squared paper doesn't matter until like the last few things where you're trying to bring it all together, and then it just rips your paper or whatever. That was very annoying. But I got a neat origami crane and then a few flowers out of it, so that was fun. What are some other projects that I've done? I don't even know. It hasn't been that long. I'm not like some ancient stream. Oh, back in my day type shit. I didn't invent streaming, dude. What am I saying? Stuff over here. I haven't done that many art streams. Oh, I did watercoloring. I hated doing. It's so annoying because a lot of the streams are like me trying a new thing, right? And so doing watercoloring was really fun, and I had a lot of fun drawing Pokemon with watercoloring, but I didn't like practice off a stream, so I would go in with like varying skill levels. High school and origami arts. I actually reverse engineered. Someone left an origami crane just on my desk one day in high school, and I reverse engineered it into more origami cranes out of like Post-its. And so I would just spend all of English class doing origami cranes, and my teacher would be like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." I'd quickly throw it into my bag. Here. Can floors be burnt into just... Okay. I don't even know. If other floors can be burned in here, I think it's actually worth it. I need to, like, burn money. I need to burn money. I need to get out of state. Let's see. I like English class, I think. It's kind of hard to tell, because once you get past, like, I like the poetry. Oh, we can burn forts. Okay, I'm safe. I can finally feed my fire slimes without going out of business here. Once you get past, like, the poetry and the neat books, English class is super boring. Like, all the grammar. It was so weird, because we did grammar every year. I don't know if you're in the US or not, but we would do grammar every year over the same thing. And so it was just, if you remembered it from one year, you passed the whole course. But I don't know. Grammar was fun, I think. The books were like hit or miss. Sometimes you get I thought sometimes you get a good book, sometimes you get like kind of shitty one, but it kind of varies. West Coast, okay. So you can kind of relate. From the East Coast myself, East Coast pride, Poca King of the East Coast, as they call me. No one calls me that. What was I like am very forgetful. Alright, so it's very hit or miss when it comes to books, right? I'm not mistaken here. Sometimes you get real hitters, like, what did I read one of my years? I think junior year, I read, what was it? Oh, I gotta think. Gotta dig deep in this cavern that I call a mind. What was it? I have it somewhere. What's the one where it was like controversial because a bunch of people like shot, or it was linked to terror attacks. Oh, I'm like messing this up. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's this one book that we read, and it's not like anything crazy. It like had a few wonky scenes, but that's just because they had to like tell a story. And for some reason, a bunch of people who did like acts of terror or like assassinations would leave this book as their manifesto. It's such a non-serious book. I don't know what this was about. I'm trying to remember it. Holy shit, I am like, this is the worst memory fog of my entire life. Anyways, a lot of people were like, it's alright, it's whatever. I thought the main character was hilarious because he was just an asshole. He's like, these people fucking suck. Kill a Mockingbird. No, it wasn't. It was none of those. It's definitely an English book. It's a very common English book. If you like look up English books, I could definitely find it. I'm being such an idiot right now. English course. Cool. No, I look up English course books and it's just English textbooks. Okay. It's one in New York City. Yeah, like it's set in New York, and this guy's getting kicked out of high school for some reason or another. I don't know if you remember this. To Kill a Mockingbird was fun. I read all these actually. I didn't like. I'm blanking. I read. Yeah, it's out of sight, out of mind. Anyways, I thought this book was hilarious, and everyone in my class was like, "It's alright." They didn't really like it that much, but he was such an asshole. The main character, like, he was written to be this rebellious teen, and he was like, "Oh, these people are a bunch of phonies. These people suck." Every single person he like talks to, and like, "Yeah, I hate their guts," and I just thought that was a hoot. He was such a dick. But I didn't like Lord of the Flies at all. I'm gonna be honest with you, it sucked. Personal opinion, which is the factual opinion. Horrible book. It was so like kids are evil. Or not kids are evil, that wasn't even the thesis. I'm doing a straw man here. It was so, how do I word it? It was very like society's evil, and if we don't have rules, everyone's gonna kill each other. And I kind of get like some people are gonna be assholes, but it was so not nihilistic in the sense that it thought that everything that wasn't nailed down would be ripped up, if there wasn't a rule saying don't rip up what's not nailed down. Do you know what I mean? I never liked it. It was too, like, dour and sad for what's a stupid kid's book. I don't know. That's my least favorite book. I had no other, like, super strong emotions on any other books that we read in high school, but that one, I was like, this is such a dumb book. Yeah, oh, Piggy, or was that his name? It wasn't his name, but, like, was that his nickname? Oh my god, these hens are fucking fast. Hey, double entendre there, you like that? But, jeez, these things are filling up the pen. Yeah, Piggy, he, like, he kind of got clipped there in a real highlight reel. That's a mean thing to say. But that was kind of, like, out of the blue. It was the first, like, horrible thing. And then the ending where the, Coast Guard, or the British Coast Guard, I don't know what they're called, get, called in and, like, find the kids hunting down our main character, and all the kids just end up crying at the end. I thought that was odd. I get that they were just, like, fucking around, basically, is the message of it, where, like, the kids didn't know what they were doing wrong, right? And they made this whole... I don't know if you want my whole thesis on it. I could write you an essay. But, I don't know, I thought it was a silly book. I thought it was silly and dumb and no good. And that's my thesis. So Smeet Schmop, alright? You know what? I'll run down every book and give you my thesis. To Kill a Mockingbird, I don't remember a ton of it. I remember it was about racism. Not cool, alright? That's my personal thesis about that. So, I'll write you a 20-page essay about racism being not cool. That's all I remember about To Kill a Mockingbird. I think, so it was about a trial of this guy. I'm, like, going in the caverns here. I'm mining for gold. What? Alright, so, To Kill a Mockingbird, from my memory, was about this, like, 18 whatever society in the South, and this black guy, it was like, what I remember it being, like, a half black, half white community, and all the black people had, like, the outskirts. I'm like, this is my image when it was being read to me, because in American schools, you're not smart enough to read books yourself. They get read to you, which is very nice, actually. I enjoy not having to read a book and just sitting there mindless in the corner. So what I remember is all the black people of this town were out in, like, the outskirts of it, and they had their own church, they had their own, like, basically town attached to this town. And one day, this black man is blamed for, I think, raping... Sorry if this is, like, a... Not cool... Rape's not cool. This is not, like, a fun little jaunt into town. This is a very not fun story, and so this black guy gets blamed for it, and it's, like, pretty clear that he's being falsely blamed for it, or at least that's, like, the opinion. We don't actually know for sure. I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, it's never, like, told one way or the other, but it's pretty heavily shown that this is, like, a false accusation, right? And so this guy's blamed for it. He's never comfortable. Yeah, it's always very sad. What's over here? So, this black guy's blamed for a crime, and he's going to court, and no one wants to judge him, or no one wants to be his lawyer, right? Because this is a very southern, racist town. And so, the main character's father, I believe, main characters are there two main, there's one main character, and then her brother, right? So the main character's father, is, like, one of those slapdicking lawyers who doesn't believe in racism, and he's chill. He goes to the black church, and everyone's like, this guy's chill. That's messed up. No, they're like, this guy's cool. And he fights for the black guy's rights, and he loses the case, but he fights for it, and that's what matters. And the black guy gets executed, I think. Or he gets, like, hung, I think. This is straight up, I could be wrong here. This is getting to like the fuzzy parts of it. So they do the court case, and he's still proven guilty, even though he tried. And the message is something, something. If you kill a mockingbird, no good. That's my thesis. That's like what I remember. Thesis: racism bad. All right, racism not cool. Such a dumb memory of it. I like. It's a very impactful book. It's very like critically acclaimed. All I remember is racism bad. Anyways, I think next one's Mice of Men. Of Mice of Men. Yeah, that's like the main plot point. That's why it's so good. Alright, Mice and Men and then Great Gatsby, and that's all I'm gonna do. So, of Mice and Men, I remember it being these two guys are looking for a job, right? And they are going to work for this one, or they like hopping around because one of the people has some mental issue. It's not like said precisely because it's supposed to be like any disability in the books, any learning disability that really affects someone physically to the point where they can't get a job easily, or they can't like hold a job easily because reason. You get what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain all that. So he is having, so him and his like friend, yeah, his friend. They're not friends. They are going around. Wow, all the prices are horrid. I'm gonna dump these in the refinery. So him and his friend are looking for jobs, and they have to keep running away from each job that they get because the friend, what's his name? I don't remember. He's big, and so I'm gonna call him Big Guy. Big Guy, who has a learning disability, keeps messing up the opportunities because of some, like each time it's some issue that isn't directly his fault, but he's kind of blamed for it in a broad sense because he doesn't know any better, and he's like, it's not his fault basically, and they have to keep running away. Think of the rabbits. Yeah, George, that's it. All right, so George keeps not directly doing something that's his fault, but I'm like not paying attention to the game at all now that I'm doing all this. I guess I'll go try to find anglers. It's gonna be very mindless roaming around. So George keeps ruining the job opportunities because of misunderstandings that are like half his fault, half not. But anyways, they have to keep jumping around to jobs, and they find this job at a farm, and there's a bunch of different characters. There's this one guy who I thought was really funny, who has one of his hands in a glove that has Vaseline in it because he wants one of his hands to be real soft for his lady. It's like a real quote in the book. And another guy who's like really old and a grizzled veteran, basically. Not veteran, but like he's a grizzled, old, rough and tumble guy. And they learn stuff from him. I don't really remember all that. And so, like, everything's going well. There's no misunderstandings so far. And they think, oh, we're finally making a job for me and George, right? And then, I gotta actually focus. So, and then, George, like, it's going really well. And they have this party, I think. Something happens and they have this party. And George is up in, like, the hayloft or whatever. And the guy with the Vaseline gloves wife goes up to George, and is she trying to, like, seduce him? I don't remember fully. She, like, talks to him in some way and freaks George out. And George, being this big, burly guy, just, like, socks her or whatever, or, like, hugs her too much. I don't remember. Because George causes all these incidents because he doesn't know his own strength. He doesn't have his full ability process because he's disabled in some way, right? And so this is, like, I took a step back in my mind for 1 second, and I realized that there's people watching me stream a video game while I'm giving an explanation of a English book series that I read in, like, the first year of high school. Okay. that was. I just realized that people are watching me do this for some reason, and that like freaked me out for a hot second. Anyways, we're going back to the story. So, George, no, you're good. You're good. It's just like it's such a weird explanation. Anyways, George, because he like is having trouble, or he's like unable to fully understand the repercussions of his actions, he kills her and then like freaks out and runs away because he's had this problem with hurting stuff accidentally with his strength because he doesn't know he's this bit, or he has trouble understanding his full capabilities as like this big burly guy due to his mental problems. I'm trying to like skirt around this, not be an asshole, but I don't know how to like say it properly without just saying he has a mental disability. Like you get what I mean. Anyways, so he kills this lady, and they chase him down, or they like go on a manhunt for him basically because he runs away because he killed this lady, and they chase him down to this alley, and George's buddy has like been through him thick and thin because George's mom died one day, and his mom was like the only person who was looking after him because for people with such hard to accommodate disabilities, they need caretakers, you know what I mean? And so George's mom was his caretaker, and once George's mom died, his mom insured George's like ability to live with George's friend. I don't remember what his friend's name is. So George's friend is having to hunt him down because he killed this lady with the rest of the people that worked with them at the farm, and like the Vaseline glove hand guy who's a freak. Like, who does that? That's so. Even reading the book back then, I was like thinking of the stimuli of having one of your hands fully in Vaseline all day, every day, in a glove, in like hot, I'm assuming like Texas hard labor weather, and it's the grossest thing I could ever think of. Why would you ever do that? And it grossed me out every single time this guy would go on screen, because every time he would like show up in the book, because I would have to remember that's gross. Anyways, so they're hunting this guy down, and they eventually find him. It would be disgusting. It would be so slimy. It would be so, like, because you're sweating in it, too, because he's doing manual labor, right? And, I don't know. It's gross. And also, it doesn't even make sense. Like, I guess your hand would be softer, but it would still have calluses because you're doing stuff, right? Anyways, wasn't he, like, a boxer, too? This book is kind of all over the place, but it's a classic. That's why you read it in English class. Anyways, so they're hunting him down because he killed this, what the hell was that glitch? So they're hunting him down because he killed this girl who's the glove guy's wife. Or bride-to-be, I think. I think they were engaged, not married. And they hunted him down, and eventually they find him in, like, this kind of creek lake area. And eventually, George's friend George's friend gets to him first. And he's like, I'm so sorry. Go look at the birds or the bunnies or whatever. Or he's like, go look at the bunnies over there. And George's looking, and behind his back, George's friend has to, like, shoot him and put him out of his misery because they're gonna execute him anyways. And it's a pity thing, I think. Or it's not a pity. It's like they have to put him down, like Old Yeller. Like, they gotta kill him anyways. And so if he does it, it's kind of like him taking care of him one last time because they're going to do worse to him if they find him, right? I think. And that's very sad. It was a very sad... I got it spoiled because I had English, I think. This was, junior year. Not junior year. I think this was sophomore or freshman year of high school. And I had English, like, 6th period or later in the day. And so kids, being the assholes that they are like, oh, George gets shot, like, first period when they had their class, and it pissed me off. I was like, dude, come on, you don't spoil whatever. Anyways, that was annoying in my own personal experience reading the book. But they kill George, Very sad. Very sad moment in the book. I'm not like brushing it off, being like, oh, very sad. Anyways, they kill him. No good. And that's my thesis. Don't kill people with mental issues should be taken care of, is my thesis. I think. But yeah, that's like a good thing to say. It's a good thing that there are institutions put in place nowadays for people like him to not have to live in a world without assistance of any kind. That's my thesis. That's pretty well worded, right? For just off the dome. Anyways, last one, and I hope you enjoy it. Here is my thesis on The Great Gatsby. So The Great Gatsby is set in like 1920s. I remember this the most because it's sort of the most recent to where I'm at in my mind. It's like this was the most recent book from high school that I've read. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so The Great Gatsby is set in the 1920s, and it's from the perspective of this guy who is like going to New York to make his money, right? He, I believe, has a family business over in like the Midwest or something, and he wants to go to New York and make his own fortune there, right? And he goes to New York, and instead of working a job or whatever, he gets embroiled. Our main like perspective character gets embroiled in this like romantic tryst area with his neighbor and his like second cousin twice removed or whatever. They're related in a weird way. Like it's a plot point that they're related, but not really. It's over here. How do I get? Is it over there? Yeah, it's over here. All right. So it starts off with him going to New York, and he's in this like little cabin right next to a huge mansion. This is important. You need to know it's a huge mansion. It's ginormous. And his neighbor has parties like every week, and this is a big plot point. He's a ton of parties. He's popping, all right. And so every week, what the hell is down here? Oh, is that my cave? All right. I'm getting distracted in the game. I need to explain this to my audience. Please, game, stop distracting me. Anyways, so his neighbor has huge parties every single week. And it's popping so much that he doesn't even know who's there. Like, his neighbor isn't even that personal. Like, his neighbor's a myth to all these people going. But the party's free to everyone. It's open, and it's ritzy. It's a lot of, like, a lot of expensive champagne, a lot of fancy stuff going on. He has this huge pool that's going on. He's played by, the guy... You've seen the meme where he's, like, raising the cup. That's from the movie The Great Gatsby. We saw it also in class, I remember. But, you know... Who is this? I'm so bad with names. You know what I'm talking about. In the movie The Great Gatsby, he's played by the guy who played Wolf of Wall Street. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, it's kind of funny that he played both of those characters. But his neighbor's super rich. And he has a bunch of parties. That's besides the point. That's for later. Leonardo DiCaprio, that's who I'm talking about. You're always there for me. Thank you. So they get Leonardo DiCaprio to play this guy. I don't know what I'm saying. Leonardo DiCaprio is just who plays Gatsby in the movie, and he's the Great Gatsby. And our main character, our like perspective character, says through like gives future foreshadowing that Gatsby was the only nice person or the only good person that he ever met in New York, which is kind of fucked up. Messing with my home state there. Rude. But whatever. New York represent. So, our main character, after seeing all these parties, is like, wow. And so, later that night, he gets invited to his cousin's house with her husband, Tom Buchanan. And his cousin, twice removed, is this lady named something, Mrs. Buchanan. I'm calling her Mrs. Buchanan. I don't remember her name. And so they live basically across the whole bay. So this is set on Long Island, which is, if you don't know, if you look at New York, it kind of looks like a mountain, sort of, and then like, there's this little tail on the mountain of the little rat that is New York. There's this little tail, and that tail is a big island called Long Island, and it's basically, it's very close to so New York City is right in like the corner of where Long Island meets the main big place of New York, and you got to know this when you live in New York State. You got to know this. This is simple geography, all right? And so Long Island is where the books takes place, and it's very close to New York. That's all you have to need to know. People who work in New York sometimes live in Long Island because it's like an hour commute, right? So but the book is set in two, like where he lives and where his cousin lives are in two fictional parts of Long Island that don't exist, but kind of, like, geographically they kind of exist, but they kind of don't. Can I pull up like MS Paint for you guys? Will that even work? It's kind of hard to explain. Can you see this? I don't even know. I'm gonna see if I don't think it pulls up on my. Can I like add a new source? This is very like in the moment. Would it be display capture? Maybe. Alright, I'm not gonna F with this in my stream. Maybe later I'll do that. But anyways, so Long Island is like this big, it's an island. I don't know what to tell you here. It's kind of, let me actually use the map of the game to kind of explain it. So, but it's like, so Long Island kind of looks like this thing, but horizontally, alright? If that makes sense to you. It's kind of like this, horizontally. And if we flip this in our brains, let's use our brains for just one moment, and we flip this, it's set in two places called East and West Egg. East Egg is like here, and West Egg is, or flip that. West Egg's here, East Egg's here. Wait, no, flip that again. I'm stupid. East Egg's here, West Egg's here. If we flip this, like, this is New York over here-ish. This is Long Island, and this is West Egg, this is East Egg. This is north, by the way. This, like, from the map that I'm trying to paint with you here, this is up north. And so, our main character, who's played by Spider-Man in the Great Gatsby movie, if you don't know, actually kind of good movie, if you want to watch that. Genuinely pretty recommended. It's a very good movie. So he lives in East Egg. And East Egg is where, like, the working new rich live. Or, like, people who work in New York now. They live in West Egg. I'm stupid. They live in West Egg. And, the old rich live in East Egg. And his second cousin twice removed is part of the old rich. Right? Or married into the old rich. And so he gets invited to a party over here at their house. Like a close family party with her husband, him, and this random lady. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm like dragging the point here. Let me get to explaining it. So he goes over to the party. They meet up. He finds out that Tom Buchanan, which is his cousin's husband, cheats on her. It's like pretty well known. Even she knows. Anyways, it's like he's an asshole. He's a pretty big douche. He's played by like this big muscular guy. He's explained to be very intimidating in the book. I'm belaboring the point here, but he is very much an asshole, and he lives in East Egg. I'm saying this right. So he lives here, and he's a dick. He cheats on his wife with this girl who is in New York, who also has a husband. It's a whole thing. And so we found that out, and we get our main character's sort of pseudo, throughout the book, love interest, this random girl who plays golf. Doesn't really matter. So we go back, and our main character, done with the party, they cry, whatever. goes back to his house and then gets invited by his neighbor Gatsby to a party. And he goes to the party with the girl that he met here at the party, or at his cousin's party, his cousin's like dinner. I should call it a dinner because if I keep saying party too much, you're gonna get confused. So he goes to the Gatsby party with no one. I'm remembering this wrong. He goes with no one, and then he meets up with the girl that he met at his cousin's dinner. And the party's written, and he doesn't realize that Gatsby basically wants to. Alright, so I'm gonna explain this much faster because if I go through the whole book, you guys are gonna get super confused. So basically, Gatsby. This is big spoilers, by the way. It's a good book. You should read it if you haven't already. So, 3, 2, 1. Spoilers ahead. Anyways, Gatsby, we find out, eventually went to. This is set in 1920, so this is World War One. Gatsby went to World War One and left his childhood sweetheart, which is actually our neighbor's second cousin twice removed, who's married now. So Gatsby went off to war in Europa. Europa. That's how you say it in German. Just FYI. You're welcome, by the way. Anyways, so he went off to Europe to go fight in World War One, and left his childhood sweetheart, or his sweetheart that he met at a military outpost that she lived nearby before she even got married. And he's like, wait for me, please, you get it. He wants her, very romantic. And she doesn't, because he went off to war for like 12 years. And he had he like pretended to be rich at the time, and so he couldn't, when he came back, I think she wasn't married yet, but he didn't like meet up with her because he wasn't rich and he pretended to be rich. And so he took him like 3, 4, 5 years, whatever, to get super duper rich and throw all these massive parties over in West Egg. And so it took him a while, but eventually he got super rich. And then he now starts to. Okay, I'm gonna go uber duper speed. Now he starts to court her, and they cheat on Tom Buchanan for a while, and it's like this moral thing: is it right for him to cheat with, or is it right for Mrs. Buchanan to cheat on Tom Buchanan because Tom Buchanan's an asshole who's already cheating, whatever. And Gatsby, it's very romantic how they do it. So Gatsby lives right across from, what's her name, Mrs. Buchanan, and he sees her every night, and that's like his goal. And eventually he gets his goal, and he like has this affair with her, and he's like, oh my gosh, what do I do now that I have my goal? That's like one of the themes of this book. Whatever. It's very romantic. It's like a light that he looks at and he grasps earlier in the book. It's cool. You should read it. This book's good. So he misses her, eventually gets her an affair, but then it all like blows up when eventually, for some reason, Gatsby is now like went to a like meetup with the Buchanan family, all of them. Very big drama, yes, over in New York, and they meet up, and it's like all ritzy. And they live, or I'm rewording myself here. So they're up here and they're super rich, and it blows up because Tom is like, you're fucking my wife, don't do that. And he's like, yeah, I'm fucking your wife, she loves me more. It's this whole thing. It's very dramatic. And so eventually Tom's like, you love me too, honey, don't you? And Mrs. Buchanan's like, I kind of love you more now. And Gatsby's like, oh fuck, she loves her more, or she loves him more. What am I gonna do? Gatsby's pretty chill, but like this was intense. All right, this is very, very drama. Yes. So where was I? They eventually, Mrs. Buchanan leaves Tom and goes with, or doesn't leave Tom. She stays with Tom and leaves Gatsby. And Gatsby's like, oh shit, was it really worth it? I lost everything that I went for, blah, 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 blah. And throughout this whole book, we have the subplot of Tom Buchanan cheating on his wife, right? And Tom's mistress, is also married to this guy. And it's this whole thing about, towards the end of the book, it's this plot point that they keep switching cars. A car that's owned by Gatsby is being driven by Tom to New York, but it's then driven back by Gatsby and Mrs. Buchanan from New York back to their houses in East and West Egg, right? That's a big plot point, because on the way there, Tom is for some reason trying to do a business opportunity with the guy who's married to his mistress. He's trying to, that's how he gets the excuse to keep talking to her, right? Is that he's trying to sell, or he's faking to sell this guy a car, because cars are expensive back in this day. Is everyone following along? Because I hope you are, because I don't know if I'm making any sense. Anyways, Tom goes there and is like, hey, look at this car. I own it. This is... Because Tom and our main character and this girl... Okay, I'm just making sure that this makes sense to you, because it doesn't make sense to my brain if I don't word it the right way. Whatever. So, Tom and our main character and the girl that he met at the party, you remember that, right? She's just here throughout the whole book for some reason. They bring Gatsby's car to New York. This is before the whole blow up of you're having an affair, whatever. That happens in New York. But while they're bringing Gatsby's car to New York, he stops at the guy's garage and he's like, hey, look at this car. I'll sell it to you, even though he doesn't own the car. It's Gatsby's car. He's like, I'll sell it to you. Look at it, how good it is, blah, 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 blah. And it's so Gatsby, throughout the whole book, uses his wealth to try to get Mrs. Buchanan. And he does all these, things to draw her attention. And so he gets this very, flamboyant car. He gets this very, noticeable car that, oh shit, it has to be Gatsby's car, because it's, bright yellow. And that's, a plot point. It's a very memorable car. This mechanic remembers this car. That's for later. So they go back... While this is happening, Tom's trying to, sell this guy's car. Gatsby and Mrs. Buchanan are in Tom Buchanan's car going to New York, right? That makes sense? And so they go to New York, and they have this party at, this hotel. They just, drink a bunch. And eventually Tom's like, you're cheating on him, whatever, whatever. And it, blows up. And so Gatsby and Mrs. Buchanan go back to their houses in Gatsby's car. And while Mrs. Buchanan is driving, she's goes to drive. They're all drunk at this point. So Mrs. Buchanan goes to drive because she's like, it'll calm my nerves or something or other. And she hits... This is unbeknownst to her, because she doesn't know the lady that Tom is having an affair with. She hits her. And the mechanic sees that Gatsby's car, being driven by Mrs. Buchanan, hits his wife, the mechanic who Tom's trying to sell the car to, and that Tom Buchanan is fucking his wife. So Mrs. Buchanan hits Tom's mistress with Gatsby's car, who was... Is this all making sense? You know the order of events. And then we know all this. We are following our character, who is our lead character, who's our perspective. We follow him in the car behind, which is Tom's car, going behind them. They are behind them in the road, and so they don't see Mrs. Buchanan hit the lady, but they are coming back up on it when everyone's like, oh shit, she's dead, and they're calling the police. They are what's the commotion? They go over and they see that this lady is kaput, right? And Tom is like, who hit her, because he knows like he sees now that his mistress is dead, right? And he's like, who hit her? What car hit her? Who hit her? I did not hit her. I'm like, I need to make this funny because I'm losing myself in the sauce here. Um, I'm like going crazy with this explanation. It's so hard to illustrate without you reading the book and then having like 20 seconds to talk about it. It's actually kind of confusing, but everyone's following along, right? So Tom is like, who hit her? I did not hit her. What car did this? And someone's like, a yellow car. And Tom's like, oh, that's Gatsby's car. And the guy's wife is like, Gatsby, I know who that is. So the guy with the dead wife, who was having an affair with Tom, who got hit by Tom's wife in Gatsby's car, see how confusing this is like the great Gatsby himself. Gatsby killed my wife in the car because it has to be his car, whatever. He knows that for now, but he's like in all. That's what he knows, but he's like in shock, and it's this very sad thing because he's in shock about his wife being killed, even though his wife was an asshole who was cheating on him, and they're all assholes to him. This poor guy, and so he's pissed off. And then Tom goes home and picks up his wife, and they go off to his house. Right? They go off to his house in East Egg. I'm saying this right. And the next day, our main character goes over to Gatsby's house to be like, see what's up, and he finds out that Gatsby is dead. He got killed by the mechanic whose wife was cheating with Tom and who got hit by Tom's wife in Gatsby's car. The mechanic was so pissed that he went over to East Egg or West Egg, where Gatsby's house is, and everyone knows where Gatsby lives because he's having all these parties to try to draw the attention of Tom's wife, who he once loved and is now trying to get back. Blah blah blah. You guys get it, right? So this mechanic goes over all the way to Gatsby's house, sneaks up. I don't know how he's not caught, because he's just like crazed. He's a crazed, like, in grief man with a gun, like, out of his mind. I don't know how the police is not called on him, walking like. So this is. Pause where I'm at right now. Put a pin in it. Everyone remembers where I'm at. Put a pin. I have to explain. So, on your way to New York, this is also a fictional place that they invent. It's called like Ash Valley or whatever, and this is where the mechanic is. You don't really know this, but it's on the way to New York, but it's still on Long Island. This isn't a real place. This isn't the real place. So he goes from Ash Valley, where his mechanic shop is, and where they kept driving past, whatever, to Gatsby's house, and he shoots Gatsby in the pool. Very dramatic. Oh no, very sad. And then he kills himself. That's it. And eventually, so our main character went to New York to make his money in like stocks and trading, because this was very popular in the 1920s. The Roaring 20s. It was very popular for people to make their money in New York. And he went to New York trying to make a bit of cash, but he lost himself so much in all these people's livelihood drama that eventually he's like, what the hell am I doing with my life, right? What the hell? What is all this? And he, it's very like sad, because in their New York party, when all the drama's going down, everyone like looks to him like, what's his opinion on it? And he's like, it's my birthday today. Like, it's actually like how it's written. I'm so bad with names. I don't remember who wrote The Great Gatsby, but whoever wrote it made this the most heartbreaking shit ever. He's like, it's my birthday today. And he just remembers this while all these people are fighting over their drama. Like, he loses himself so much in these people's bullshit that doesn't matter, and like just hurts other people's lives, that he doesn't even remember his own birthday. Very sad. And so he's like, what the hell am I doing? And he tried to make his money in New York, but he got so caught up in all the parties, all the booze, all the liquor, that he is lost and is like, all right, I'm going to go back out east to where my family company is. I'm going to work there. He's done. He just leaves. He's so done with all this shit, right? Does that make sense? It's very sad. It's a very sad ending. And like his last message was like, don't get caught up on other people's shit, whatever, blah blah blah. That's like one of the main themes of the book is don't get caught up on other people's lives so you don't miss your own. You know what I mean? And so he ruins his opportunity to make a lot of money in New York because he's so caught up in all this drama that doesn't matter. Because eventually, because Tom's wife killed the mechanic's wife, right? On accident. And Tom, trying to protect her, is like, I'll take you back. I don't care that you cheated on me. And you don't care if I cheated on you, if I help you cover up this murder and blame it on Gatsby. And eventually Gatsby gets killed, and everyone's like, okay. Everyone gets it. Gatsby must have been the person who hit her. Whatever. So that's basically all of it. The whole romantic subplot was a little wonky. I don't get a lot of the romances in books. It kind of flies over my head sometimes. So, like, maybe some of it didn't really matter, but the lady that our main character finds, or who, like, has a romantic subplot with, doesn't really matter in this book. She does nothing, basically, other than just be like, why are you leaving? Why are you being so selfish and not caring about all these people's drama? And she's like, she plays golf. It's not even a real sport. Fuck her. You get what I mean. Like, she doesn't matter in this book. And so, very sad book. 10 out of 10. I do recommend anyone in the chat who's listening to read it, even if you heard my horrible synopsis of it. Very good book. I should name this, like, book reviews in Slime Rancher and not actually playing the game. Wait, I want to see. I must be, like, actually not. I have this running bit. So, everyone knows that baseball is a very popular sport in America, and I have this running joke that no one likes besides me. I'm the only one who gets any enjoyment out of this joke, and I say baseball is the least athletic sport ever, and it gets everyone who's ever played baseball so angry. Anyways, I don't like string for that long. I'm gonna probably end it off soon, but I'm gonna give you my final thesis of it. Gatsby, poor guy. Romance really went rough on him, and that's it. Really, I just felt bad for Gatsby the whole way through the book because he just gets shit on basically by everything, and he tries to get his lover back, whatever. And second thesis, don't worry about other people's lives. If you're like two ships parting at night, all right, you see each other, you interact a little, maybe send a little SOS message between each other. But you should have your own life, and you should not be that involved in other people's drama where it takes up your own life. That's my thesis. I hope you guys enjoyed my book review in Slime Rancher. Have a good day. All right. If you for some reason enjoyed that, leave a follow. If you didn't, no worries, man. Thank you so much, Ms. Fawn, for rating me. That was very kind of you. For you to do that. It was very sweet. Hope you have a good day. That's it. See ya. Okay. I also forget that my delay is going on. So bye. 2, 1, good. Alright. Now it's the VODs only. Nice little raid. I didn't even realize I did not have planned, obviously. If you for some reason enjoyed what you're seeing on my streams, please check me out on MediaArt on Twitch. If you didn't, no worries. Have a good day.